Resurrecting Atlantis. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We welcome you to a new era in the evolution of your consciousness as energetic beings who align yourselves with physical bodies. You have awakened within yourself certain aspects of your consciousness that have been asleep for generations on your planet. And these aspects are taking you back to when you were approaching a fifth-dimensional frequency range while on the continent of Atlantis. You can take yourself to that time period and feel how connected you all were to your higher selves during the final years of life on Atlantis. There was a great deal of discord on the continent before it sank because your fifth-dimensional expressions were not ready to experience the energy of planet Earth. And so, in a sense, humanity sank Atlantis to protect the sanctity of your higher selves, your fifth-dimensional selves. But now you are ready to make that shift. You are ready to embody that energy. You are ready to become your higher selves in the flesh, and the Earth is ready for it as well. The Earth is an expression of your collective consciousness, and the Earth has shifted herself to a fifth-dimensional frequency range. Now, because you are still able to perceive planet Earth, that must mean that you are holding a fifth-dimensional frequency state more often than not. That must mean that you are ready for a full ascension experience, and you are finally ready to clear the trauma that you all experienced as a human collective when Atlantis sank. This is a momentous occasion for the human collective, as you are not only able to download the knowledge that humanity was able to hold within its conscious on Atlantis, you are also able to reveal to yourself what it was like to feel the closeness to your full expression as your higher selves. Now that this journey is coming to an end and a new journey is beginning, you can all start to relax, to let go of the concerns that you have brought into your lives since your birth, and you have begun to feel the freedom of being deliberate and conscious creators of this new earth and the experience of humanity on it. The timing of the shift. From our perspective, you are taking the appropriate amount of time to work through the lower frequency energies that are still present on planet Earth. You are assimilating the higher frequency energies at a rate that is also quite appropriate, and the effects of all the work that you are doing on yourselves and on the planet are taking time to reveal themselves. We want you to understand that these are the times when you will feel the least amount of satisfaction from all that you are doing, all that you are experiencing, all that you are processing. And it will take less time for you to see and feel the effects of what you are doing in the coming months and years. Therefore, greater feedback from the universe is coming, and more recognizable effects are going to make themselves visible and known to you. There is no fast track here. There are no simple or easy solutions to what it is that you are going through in your individual lives and as a collective. The fast and easy way is the more desired way, but it ultimately will be less satisfying and filled with holes. Therefore, anyone who tells you that they have an easy way or a faster way is probably either unaware of the truth of your situation or wants very much to believe that there is a faster and or easier way to ascend. To give you an analogy, if climbing to the top of the tallest mountain were easy, then what would be the point of doing it? What kind of satisfaction could be gained if you never broke a sweat or got out of breath or needed to rest along the way? We want all of you to rest, to know that everything is unfolding appropriately and in perfect timing, and we want you to let go of the idea of a simple solution or a fast track. Accept that where you are is perfect, that you are perfect, and that your experiences are coming to you perfectly to give you exactly what you need to move you forward, to build you up, and to give you the sense of satisfaction that will have you as complete your shift in consciousness. Look to help each other. We have listened to the prayers that humanity has been offering for quite some time. We are familiar with your desires. You have allowed yourselves to experience a myriad of changes while you are awaiting this new earth that you want to create and experience. And there's a great deal of effort on your part to bring about the changes to let in all that you've been asking for. What is most important at this time, however, is that you look to help each other. When you give and receive help to and from other humans, you create a deepening of the unity that is so natural to the human race. And that is how you are going to assist one another in bringing about the new earth that you want to inhabit. It is going to be an earth of cooperation. It is going to be an earth of collaboration. And it is going to be an earth of sharing. You all choose different skills so that you would need each other, so that you would each complete a piece of the puzzle, and so that you would connect with one another. Think about the amount of planning that has gone into putting each and every human on planet Earth at this precise time. Think about how wonderful it is that you have some people who are thriving most when they are working with technology, other people who are thriving most when they are gardening and farming and working with land. You have every type of profession and every type of professional in the right amount to create a balance of opportunity and plenty of opportunities for helping each other. So what you can do for each other without needing to have an even exchange or reciprocation is that you can get used to this idea of trusting that you'll be taken care of, that the person or persons that you need to help you accomplish something will come along. Trust that the energy you put out will come back to you, and will come back to you with love, not obligation, and you'll find yourselves living on a new earth before you know it. A shift in humanity is coming. We take great pride in letting you in on the latest assessment of humanity. You have turned a corner and have begun to shake yourself free of the idea of oppression and persecution on your world. There has been a spiritual uprising within enough of you who recognize that no one outside of you can make you a victim, and that realization within each of you has awakened is enough to tip the scales for humanity. When you are able to see another as acting on your behalf, when you are able to see another as a co-creator, that's when you know you have moved past the need to co-create an experience of oppression. You lift the veil and you see yourself in the mirror staring back at you. You see that the game you've been playing is not with the reptilians or the Anunnaki or even the Illuminati. It's not with the corporations, the banks, or the politician. The game you've been playing is with yourself. And when you wake up to this knowing, when you understand that there is no one out there who can control your destiny, that's when you loosen up enough to allow in all the energy that you've been summoning as you've been playing the game of being the victim. Now is the time for you to receive all that you've been asking for, and it's as simple as taking your attention away from the idea of the oppressor and the idea that anyone in your life can keep you from what you've been summoning. There is a shift occurring for all of humanity because of those like you, and when the majority of people on planet are also ready to receive what they've been summoning, you're going to have a monumental shift in the way that you deal with each other economically. You will no longer experience hierarchies, persons of authority, or massive amounts of power. You will experience equality and harmony and freedom. All of that is what you've just turned the corner towards, and now, as we have said, it's just a matter of opening yourselves up to receive it. You are at the center of the shift. It is wonderful to witness the evolution of your consciousness. We have observed many of you shifting on a personal level in ways that you would like to see the entire collective shifting. But you are the ones who are leading the way, and therefore your personal shifts are the most important ingredient in what is happening on the collective scale. You, living your lives, facing your fears, and releasing your judgments, are more powerful than the governments, the politicians, and even the shadow governments. Your lives are a microcosm of what is happening on the universal scale. And so you must be willing to see the significance of your role in all of this. Take our word for it. You are the gears that are moving the entire structure, and what you are doing is greatly appreciated. Perhaps you find yourself in dispute with someone else, and you decide to take the high road and apologize. Or perhaps you make a concerted effort to see the situation from the perspective of the other. Or maybe you're just beaming unconditional love with the other person with whom you are having a dispute. How you do it is up to you, but you and your willingness to release yourself from the bondage of a conflict or a grudge is the way that you are going to help the entire collective. You cannot measure how your lives are affecting the universe and everyone in it with tools. Therefore, all you can do is to keep living your lives. Keep seeking out new ways for you to experience expansion and keep letting others off the hook. When you have faced your oppressor, when you have faced your fear, when you have faced yourself in the mirror and you have seen the opportunity for love and compassion, that is how you know you are on the right track. That is how you know you are fulfilling your purpose, and that is your destiny. So you might as well go there now. You might as well do it consciously. You might as well forgive and forget, and move on to what the universe has in store for you. Moving into a higher frequency range, you have begun to explore some of the depth of your beingness. You have a particular frequency range that you generally stay within. Right now, a great deal of you are exploring the depth of that frequency range, and you are encountering emotions and circumstances in your lives that would rather not even admit were there. Now, those of you who are experiencing these very challenging aspects of who you have been in the third dimension are not always able to remember the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is that all of this is meant to take you to a higher frequency range. First, you need to lighten your load. First, you need to experience that which has been hiding in the corners, in the shadows, and in all other places that you'd rather not look. And once you've encountered these aspects of yourself and these circumstances in your lives, and you are able to face them, you no longer need to continue to hold on to them. You no longer need any judgment or any attachments that are holding you down, holding you back, and keeping you from experiencing yourself as higher frequency beings. But you do need to allow yourself to be where you are right now and to confront what is coming up in your experience. When you are in one of your more challenging times, remember the bigger picture. Remember that what you are doing here is more than just surviving, and it is even more than just thriving in the physical. What you are doing here is integrating on a very large scale, so that the whole you can make the transition to the fifth dimensional frequency range. And when you remember the very big fact about your journey, you can put the problems and issues and challenges into perspective. You can see them for what they are. They are the fuel that is meant to be ignited by the higher frequencies, and they are meant to propel you into an entirely new reality. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.